Hello, welcome to the channel. Today is not a video I thought I'd be doing today, to be honest. I'm going to be reacting to the Avengers Doomsday now in production video that's on YouTube. So I know that this was like a live stream that went out for like 5.5 hours with like chairs being revealed every 20 to 30 minutes. So I've avoided every single one of these videos just so I can react to it now. So we're going to hit play on this and let's see what we got. Chris Hemsworth, of course. Vanessa Kirby. So we've got to assume the rest of the Fantastic Four will be there. Anthony Mackie, Bucky Barnes, Shuri, Ant-Man, of course, US Agent, Shang-Chi, Yelena, of course. Oh, Kelsey Grammer. Okay. Guardian. Loki. Okay. Patrick Stewart. Alan Cumming, Rebecca Romaine, Cyclops, Gambit. Oh my god. Oh wow, we need to talk about this. Have I just watched? Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. So many X-Men. So many. It's an interesting ploy by Marvel. Because, you know, I understand they're trying to get the hype up. There's been a bit of speculation of like, is Marvel really dying? But I mean, that stream that was on Twitter. Let's see if we can get the stream up. I'm still putting Twitter in even though it's X. A lot of it's just coming up as like the actual video that we just watched on YouTube rather than the live stream. But this is just crazy the names we're getting here. I'm just scrolling down just to get it. Sorry about the wobble, by the way. My camera's not very stable today. Oh, Paul Rudd's chair small. Okay, that's really funny. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just trying to see where the original live stream started. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got the live stream up, and there was 38 million views. Yeah, this is just crazy. So I'm just currently going to go through this live stream, but obviously we know Chris Hemsworth was the first name revealed. We always knew that Thor would come back. There's no doubt about that. And there was, you know, so he's obviously the first name to be revealed. So I don't think there was ever any surprise in that. And then you get Vanessa Kirby. Now, Vanessa Kirby is obviously the new Invisible Girl. Though, again, no real surprise there that she's going to be in Doomsday. Which, of course, means that when we get Vanessa Kirby, you're going to get the other three Avengers in there as well. So there's no surprise about that as well. Then, of course, we got Anthony Mackie. And Anthony Mackie, again, not much of a surprise. Of course, we're going to get Captain America in this film. Then, Who was it revealed next? Sebastian Stan. So Sebastian Stan, is that correct? Chris Hemsworth. Oh, hang on, I've skipped one. Just double check it. I haven't skipped it. Anthony Mackie. There's some background noise, which means another chair has been added. This is how they did it. It was pretty interesting. So Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan's one again that we were expecting to show up in Doomsday, and had to show up in Doomsday, to be honest. But seeing now that like they are even revealing cast members from the new film Thunderbolts that's yet to come out this year, does that spoil what's to come in Thunderbolts in the sense of who's going to survive and who isn't going to survive? I suppose we have to wait and see. But that's it. So next up with Lucia Shuri. Again, Shuri was a Shuri thing that she was going to be in the film. So again, no doubt in my mind that we were going to see her in the film. I want to get to the more surprising names. 14.8 million views even. I think that the whole stream probably had the 34 million like after it. You know what I mean? Like once it was all revealed. It looks like the next one was Paul Rudd. Which is so funny because in the video that obviously I just reacted to, the Paul Rudd chair was normal. In this stream version, I'll show you a picture of it down here. But in this stream version, he's got a small chair. That's really funny. Shame none of the other chairs have any kind of like things to it. But just going through this stream, going by bit. US Agent, again, a Thunderbolt. We weren't sure if he was going to survive or not, so it's interesting to see that he is indeed going to survive the Thunderbolts. In fact, I think a lot of the names were revealed for Thunderbolts to be in Doomsday. Maybe it's a safe bet by Marvel to do it like that, just simply because of who... just because of obviously there might be even bigger names that are yet to be revealed. So this name, Tinoch Urshamajir, I've probably completely butchered that name and I apologise for that. But Namor is coming to Avengers Doomsday. That's an interesting choice if you ask me. Definitely not what I was expecting to see. They got some good names. This is at the minute. This cast is looking really stacked, and I still don't think this is all the cast. This is the freedom. I mean, if we had watched this while it was live, we'd be here for ages and just finding something else to talk about. I am going to sing Eben Moss Bacharach. Again, another one expected. When you saw Vanessa Kirby's name, you knew that the thing was coming up. Similarly, of course, or Simu again, I'm not very good with pronouncing names. Shang-Chi, again, another one that was expected. I'm glad to see him come back. He's got a very nice comical sort of personality to him. And that's nice to see. It'll be nice to see how he interacts with some of the other characters, if he even does. He might have a backstory that's just his team of guys. You know, the people that are from Shang-Chi. Like Aquafina, maybe. You know? He might not have a fully fledged story to do with the rest of them until like towards the end, but I suppose with how many cast members they have, are they going down the Infinity War route and the Endgame route where they have their own missions and then they come together towards the end, especially with Endgame? Or are we going to get it a little bit more like full-on team-fledged and then they go on missions? Infinity War was very much on its own. Every person went on their own to do something else or go and do this mission and this mission. Whereas this version could literally be them as a team. And they're like, right, okay, you guys are going to go there. You guys, you know, a little bit more structure to it. But we just don't know what the story is yet. So we can't assume that yet. But yeah, Shang-Chi is cool. Yelena, again, another one that I was expecting to see come up. You know, a great character. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy seeing Florence Pugh act alongside some of the original Avengers. Kelsey Grammer. Okay, so this was the first one that I was like, whoa, okay. But then I realised he has already come back. So technically speaking, he's already back. But it's so cool to see another X-Men added to the roster. Like, Beast is such a cool character. He plays it really well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him come back. I'm guessing that's going to be part of the Monica Rambeau story of maybe her coming back from that universe that she's stuck in. But I suppose we have to wait and see. Next up, Lewis Pullman. Now, this is another name that's not coming straight to me. But as soon as I see them, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, of course. Let's have a look. Lewis Pullman. Who's Lewis Pullman? Oh, he's Sentry, isn't he? Yeah, he's Sentry, yeah. It's okay, I was just looking at the pictures of him. He looks so much like his dad, Bill Pullman, but at least I believe it's his dad. I mean, he looks so much like him that he has to be his dad, but yeah. Yeah, this should be interesting. Again, like, you know, Sentry is going to survive the Thunderbolts film and become a good guy. We've seen the trailer for Thunderbolts, which looks really interesting. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in Avengers Doomsday. He's going to be a powerful, you know, he's going to be a formidable force in that film. So it'd be interesting to see what he does there. Danny Ramirez. Yeah, that's the new Falcon. Joaquin. Yeah, he's a great character. You know, he was a lot of fun in Brave New World. Be interested to see again the dynamic he has with the rest of the team, if he gets any dynamic of them. But yeah, that is he's a cool casting. You know, he's well deserved of that Falcon persona. But yeah, again, not a very surprising name. A little Ryan here, so I did actually forget a name in this video, unfortunately. I'm such an idiot. I forgot Johnny Storm. This guy. That one. Right there. Yeah. I forgot to mention... I've forgotten his name. That's not a good sign. But anyway, pictures here. Yeah. Again, like we said before, if you're going to get the other Fantastic Four members, of course you're going to get this guy. Joseph Quinn just came to me. So yeah, anyway, back to the past. Also, another one that's not that surprising is Red Guardian. We're saying about it, I was going to say Eternals then. We were saying about Thunderbolts, so now there's no one that's actually going to die. There's no serious deaths in it. But I have a feeling that, you know, we're all jumping to that conclusion. But this is meant to be like a multiversal, you know, like this is meant to be the multiverse saga. Who's to say that these characters are even playing our versions of those characters? David Harbour could be playing a version of Captain America for all we know. Or he could be playing a Red Guardian from the Fantastic Four universe after the film, you know? We obviously know that the Fantastic Four film, it's his own world, it's their own little dimension, the type thing, it's their own verse, their own universe. And there are rumours that universe is going to get destroyed, and then that's how they end up in our universe. But that's not necessarily, you know, that's just speculation. And I guess we just have to see what it is we're going to get. But yeah, again, David Harbour, not that surprising that he's going to be in the film. Winston Duke, that is Black Panther actor. I recognise his name from like horror films that I've watched. Come on, where are you? Winston Duke. Yeah, he's the guy that plays, what's the character name? M'Baku, yeah. Again, I'm happy to see him back, you know. I'm happy we're going to get a couple more of the Black Panther characters back in these films. Not surprising at the same time, but, you know, I'm glad to see him back. He's a very good actor. And yeah, I can't wait. Hannah John Kamen, is that Ghost? See, there's a lot of these names that I'm like, what? But yeah, this is the next name that came up. This is Ghost. Yeah, it is Ghost. I need to start trusting my instincts a little bit more. This is a character that, you know, a lot of people are saying was going to die in the Thunderbolts, and now she's showing up in Doomsday. Again, could not be, it might not be the MCU, our Marvel main timeline, the 616, or the 199999, that some people designate this universe to. But there's no guarantee that this version of Ghost is going to come from our universe, the 616. She could be coming from another universe. She could come from the X-Men universe. You know what I mean? We don't know. She might not even be playing Ghost. That's the important part as well. These characters might not even be playing the characters that they are known for. We could be getting Thor in this film, and he could be a villain. Could be a villainous Thor, and then the real Thor gets outed of it. So we're going to get 2 Chris Hemsworths, which I know will make a lot of women happy. I know that will make my missus happy. Kind of made me happy, actually, to be honest. But oh well. But anyway, yeah. Anna John came in, Ghost. Here's another one that's interesting. Loki is back in the MCU. This is a big one for me, to be honest. Like, I was not expecting to see Tom Hiddleston in this. There are a few names that are missing that we'll get to in a minute. I'll have a little talk about those. But Tom Hiddleston back as Loki, bring it. I'm interested to see what they do with it. Because they ended off the Loki series perfectly. And Loki's character perfectly. So we'll see what they do with that. And now the big names. These are the ones that you can see in the reaction. I was like, I couldn't even speak for Ian McKellen's one when that was revealed next. But Patrick's, so we'll go through these quickly. Because we know who they are. Let me try and catch up on this sort of thing, so that because it does it chair by chair, they've cut it up so there's chair by chair sort of thing. We'll just go to the original video now because I've come off that. Anyway, so yeah, we had Patrick Stewart, and then Ian McKellen come up, and I was like, whoa! And you're getting the X-Men theme. It's awesome. I'm playing it now. Yeah, it's so cool. But then to get Alan coming back as what I assume is Nightcrawler, and that is not expected whatsoever. But then on top of that, we're getting Rebecca Romijn back as Mystique. Again, not expecting that. But the one I was not expecting, the one that I am so happy about, one of my favourite characters is this guy, Cyclops. Frigging James Marsden is back. Yes! I freaking love James Marsden and Cyclops. Such an underrated character. Such underused character in the Bryan Singer films. James Marsden was a good casting for this character, and he got screwed over in these films. He's meant to be the leader of the X-Men. He's meant to be the Captain America of the X-Men for what the Avengers is, and what the hell did they do to him? He's going to get some crazy redemption in this film. I hope they put him in his costume as well. That would be so awesome. And then another name that is surprising, but not completely unexpected as well at the same time, Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum is coming back as Gambit. We're going to get that voice again. Oh my god, damn for myself. What? These are just some of the most, out there castings. We were getting there and it's like, just before Patrick Stewart's one, I was like, Tom Hiddleston as well, and it's like, yeah, okay, you're cooking. I think they're quite overcooked at this point with Channing Tatum, if you ask me. And then, of course, Pedro Pascal, which we were expecting. And then, of course, I think the last name on that list was Robert Downey Jr. And he's there sitting in the chair. I just love the way that they do it. When they started introducing Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, then they, while their integration of the Avengers Doomsday theme into the X-Men theme, That is just amazing. That is just awesome. I couldn't be happier with this. It's definitely brought my hype up. Don't get me wrong, I was hyped for Doomsday anyway. I was hyped for Doctor Doom coming into the MCU. But this just feels epic in epic proportions, as they should. This is Doomsday. Secret Wars is going to be even crazier with what I think the multiverse is going to bring for us. So, of course, we're talking about the names that didn't pop up, like Tom Holland, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany. You know, there are names in there that haven't popped up that probably should have done. Even like side characters to these characters haven't popped up, like Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson. She hasn't popped up either. You know, so there's going to be, I think there are still going to be a lot more names. Kathy Newton, you know, Catherine Newton, who played Cassie in Ant-Man, you know? That is, you know, there's so many little side characters that haven't been introduced or cast yet. But apparently this isn't even the full cast. So yeah, this is going to be a crazy film and I look forward to it. This is definitely not the video I was expecting to do today. Or do it all, to be honest with you. I'm sorry if the camera is slightly off, and I'm sorry about the little wobbles that you get like that. That's probably worse than what you've gotten throughout. But yeah, this has been one hell of a crazy reveal. I'm late to the game. I'm a day late to this. Simply because I saw it pop up, I saw Chris Hemsworth's name, and I was like, "Wow, I need to do a video on this." But I couldn't do one yesterday. Today is literally today being Thursday, the 27th of March. It's the first time I could do this. But yeah, this is amazing. I really look forward to Avengers Doomsday. But yeah, let's shoot it off to you guys now. Tell me in the comments what you think about the casting, who you think should have been revealed, who you think shouldn't have been revealed. Do you think they've gone too far with it and revealed too much? Or do you think that this is the perfect way of doing it? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I've been Scrivo. This has been Scrivosphere. I'll see you next time, folks. Goodbye.